Hi, my name is Zach Ramey, and today I will be reviewing the book Jesus and His Enemies, Narrative Conflict in the Four Gospels. This book is written by Robert R. Beck for my class under Robert Music, his Intro to the New Testament. This book was published in 2017 by Orbis Books. This book helps us understand the Bible as a literary piece rather than what everybody knows it as today. It helps us understand what the authors were actually trying to get through to everyone. The Gospels break the rules of the normal patterns of the Bible. This is stated under page 23 under the subheading, "The Gospels are counter-narratives." He talks about, the author talks about how in these they are resolving conflict and responding to conflict. The author challenges our way of reading the Bible. It questions the way of responding to conflict. The teachings are preceded as nonviolent and not responding to anything. If we respond, how are we to keep our allegiance to God, our faith, and the religion? The four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, offer four different views for the reader to try and understand what was said in the previous statement to answer this question. There's the nonviolent action, non-retaliation, lifestyle, and love. These are four very different ways of reacting in many different ways, but they all have one thing in common: nonviolence and peace. This is the nature of Christianity as a culture, and it's what most Christians believe in. When we as readers are examining the four Gospels and reading this book, it is up to us to decide which method is proper to understand what the author is trying to get across. I feel that the author did a very well-rounded job of giving us many different ways to respond to the narratives, to the book, that he gave a lot of good background information to support his ideas and his thesis statement. For my personal opinion, I found that this is a very hard read for me, and that the author likes to put a lot of detail into everything that he writes about. I think that his organization was very well-rounded and put together to help keep us on track of paying attention through the book. I feel like he could have shortened down some of the chapters, but altogether he made it a very well-rounded book. I would only recommend this book to people who are studying religion or trying to find different ways to read the Bible and understand the Bible. This is my opinion, and it's not an interesting read, so I would not recommend it to anyone who wants to have a fun, spontaneous read, or just an interesting read in regards to not being informational. However, I would also recommend it to anybody that wants to understand what the Gospels are trying to say, because the author did a very good job of breaking down every part of what each of the four Gospels were stating. This concludes my video of the review.